We are Group 1, and we're going to be doing our project on Ferdinands Creamery in Pullman. And the group consists of Edward, Justin, Juliet, Nebu, and Justin.
So we want to put a process in place to help monitor Fernandez with their inventory as well as their cost material. And we also want to analyze their inventory and material cost because that will be beneficial for Fernandez in order to keep their cost down and improve their profit up as well as maintaining quality freshness. So we have two specific measurement events in order to calculate the days and inventory, which are batch finishing time and batch shipping time. And for the cost of material, the measurement event is the cost when the purchase is made.
We anticipate the users of our BI system to be upper management at Ferdinands. They'll be able to monitor quality of goods going out with days in inventory. For Ferdinands, they don't want their dairy products to go bad, so monitoring how long that they're actually keeping their inventory is good. They have products such as cheese that they want to make sure is properly aged before they ship it, so they'd be able to make sure their cheese has been stored for the right amount of time before they send it out. Keeping days in inventory down will also help keep costs low by reducing storage and electricity costs. Storing ice cream could be pretty costly because they need to keep large freezers, which would require a lot of electricity. They also want to keep storage space to a minimum because that can be costly as well. The cost of materials will also be helpful for them to monitor so that they can track costs over time as well as by supplier. This can help management better understand their profit margins. The BI drivers that we have really for this are just managing quality and efficiency. In terms of quality, Ferdinands really wants to make sure that their reputation stays as a top-end producer of dairy products. And then for efficiency, they want to have good profit margins. So keeping storing costs and cost of materials low can both affect these efficiencies and help them maintain these profit margins.
Alright, we decided to do two KPIs. The first one was days in inventory. And for our measurements, we decided that batch finishing time, so the date of when the batch is finished, and the shipment day, the day that it's shipped, would be our two measurements. The dimensions that we would have products, time, and batch. The products is just the product that is finished, and then we would split it up into product subtype, product type. The time, we would split up into the date, month, quarter, and then the year. And the batch would be the date and then the batch ID. For our second, we would use material costs, and the measurement for material costs we would just use the purchases, the cost of each product. The dimensions that we use are the supplier, time, and the material. For the supplier, just who we're getting it from, and what we need to know is the name and location. For the time, we'll use the same hierarchy as the one before, with date, month, quarter, and the year. And then the material, we would be able to split it up into the material subtype, and material type.
In order for the BI to be functional, it needs to have a source of data to access and analyze. Our main type of source that the data would be continuously be stored would be databases, such as inventory and materials used that are useful for the organization. These are entered by the operators who manage the flow of inventory in the plant by scanning or typing in the batch ID as they enter or leave the facility. They will also be managing the materials such as the receipts of the suppliers who are sending them, as well as before they're used in production. The types of ways that data will be stored in the databases would be data tables or Excel spreadsheets about the time when the inventory enters the plant or leaves the plant, the batch ID, information about the material, as well as other relevant data. All these would be accessible for the BI system to allow for data mining and understanding more precisely where the business needs are.
And then when it comes to our timeline, first of all, we decided to start off with conceptualization, which consists of the brainstorming and assigning tasks for our first deliverable. And then we move into the designing phase, which is the second major portion. And here we're going to design the system, go into the functionalities, and do more in-depth things like that. And then our last step is the developing, and that's going to be putting it into use and making it usable for the end user. And then in conclusion, you should be helping fund this because it's going to help manage quality and efficiency. It's going to help also locate problem areas that we can possibly fix, make more efficient, as said earlier. And also, it'll help a lot of the employees get a better understanding of what is actually happening in the business, how long cheese or ice cream is sitting and allowed to make the best ice cream possible.